Hey, what's up everyone? This is DCSG 81 and today we're going to look into this s.h.figuarts the Avengers Infinity War for War Machine Mark 4. Okay, so I know that I'm pretty late to the game to review for this guy here. Actually I got this quite some times ago. It's just that I always just somehow I just doesn't get into it. Yeah, so just now I saw the box lying among my collections. Then I think, oh, okay, I think I missed out this War Machine. So here I am. I'm reviewing him now. So let's take a look at the box. Okay, so for the box, this time is pretty special because as you can see, is a big ones, and it's because of all the parts that he comes with, as well as it comes with the stands, which I'm going to show you later. So usually there are some characters like the Bucky, or there are a few ones that actually are even Black Widows, or even Captain America himself. They actually allows you to select whether you want just the figure or you want it to comes with the base, which is the same one as these War Machines. For me, I usually select just the figures because I know that if it comes with the base, the box will be this big and then the shipping will be killing. So for this one, they doesn't give you any choices. You have to get it with the base, so no choice for me. So that's why you can see the box is pretty big, and it's very cool pictures of the War Machine. Of course I do hope that it actually lights up like this, but it doesn't. So there's nothing much here except for the War Machine flying pose, which is pretty cool. And then we have yep, nothing much. Here's the same. Okay, and at the back you can actually see this is the base that it comes with. It actually allows you to open it up, and then you can store all the accessories inside, like the hands, the spare hands, and the effects as well. So it's pretty useful, but I just doesn't want to get extra. So but this one, it comes with it, so yeah, no choice. So you can see the War Machine poses, very cool. So let's open it up. So this is the figure right out of the box. Let's take a closer look. So this is my very first s.h.figuarts War Machine. Somehow I just don't have faith to get the previous one. Actually I wanted the Mark 1 quite some times back, but just didn't get it. I don't like Mark 2 and Mark 3. I actually like it a lot, but somehow I don't know why I miss it again. So this Mark 4, I told myself no, I'm not going to miss it again. So let's take a look at this beauty. Oh my god, he looks very good. Okay, actually I already know that, just that this is the first time I have it on my hand, and oh wow, okay, looks very good with all the paints details. You can see this 004, I assume is for Mark 4, and you can see all the decal. You call it a decal or just a marking. Looks very nice. My god, wow. Okay, so this is something like his backpack. I don't know whether it has any functions like it opens up or anything like that. I assume not, but it looks very cool. I just like my War Machine to be a lot more bulkier than the Iron Man, you know. To me, a War Machine is supposed to be as big as they can be. So it's something like the latest Endgame ones that comes out, the one with the Iron Patriot blue paints that you can see on the screen now. I actually like that a lot. I actually hope that s.h.figuarts will eventually make it. I'm definitely going to get that one. It's looking very badass. Okay, so let's get into the articulations. Okay, so for the articulation, you can see that the head can pretty much turns not very much, except unless you actually look him up and then you try to turn it. Otherwise there will be some obstruction from the armor here, so he can look down. Actually he can look up pretty much, no worries about that. Looking down pretty much as well, and the neck I believe is movable. Yep, so you can see the neck is actually moving together. pretty much. So the hands, no obstruction, very cool. I actually thought that the hand will not have so much movement as per the Iron Man. So is there any butterfly joint? Nope, there isn't, but you can see the joint can pretty much come out a lot, that you can move pretty much a lot as well. Okay, of course there will be an arm swivel. This piece actually can move up and move down, but be very careful because you can see the joints are very fragile. So it has an arm swivel, and then there's a double joint elbow, I believe. Yep, looking very good as well, with the inner joint as the part of his armor. It looks very well. And then his hand, of course, can move around. Okay, and for the torso, there, as usual, there are two joints. You can pretty much bend forward this much, actually not very much, but it's good enough. And then he can bend backward pretty much for flight poses. Okay, so of course you can turn not very much around like this. Okay, and for his leg, I believe there's a pull down mechanism. Yes, there is. So you can see that he actually can not very much split, but doesn't matter because Iron Man doesn't do, I mean War Machine doesn't do any split. There is no leg swivel for the design, because if they do that it will be pretty ugly, I would say. But there is a double joint knee. Let me see. Yep, again a very well done one. You can see they cover the joint with his armor, is very nice. So of course the leg can move, and there's a toe hinge, a big one. Okay, very nice. And this piece here also move together with the legs, so be very careful, as well as this piece as well. You can see that it can be moved up and down, so when you try to have more movement, just remember to be very careful with it. Okay, so other than that, I think he looks very good. Even with the bulkiness, the articulation is still not very much limited. So a very well done job for Bandai again. So let's look into the accessories. Okay, so for the accessories, I think it's better for me to show it to you guys this way. So you can see that he have a few armor parts that is supposed to goes on the figure. I will show it to you later on how to put it on. So as usual with all the Iron Man's figures, they actually comes with all these standard blast effect. But for this War Machine, it comes with an extra ones that you can see right here. So this, I believe, is for the ones that is mounted on his shoulder for his armor. And we have a fist hand that is on the figure. Then we have the flight pose hand, or you guys like to call it the karate chops hand. There's a relaxed hands, and also there's a effect shooting hands, which have a pad on it, so you can actually put the effects on it. And these are all the stand parts. Okay, the standard ones from Bandai, so nothing special. But I would like to show this base because it's something new to me. You can see that it's just a simple box, but it's actually very deep inside. You can actually store everything into it, which I think is not really a bad idea. It's quite a good idea as well, because you really save a lot of space. Just put all the accessories inside, and it's also serve as a base for your War Machine to stand on it. And you have a pretty cool logo here with a War Machine. So not a bad idea for Bandai. Yeah, but for people to pay extra for it, I think no, it should comes with the figure actually. Yeah, maybe it's too much for me to ask for, but as you guys know, the s.h.figuarts price isn't cheap either. So I think we deserve to have a box like this for every other characters that we bought. Okay, so yep, so now let's go to the size comparison. Okay, so for the first size comparison, I'm going to compare him with the Iron Man, of course. So this here is the Mark 85 from the Avengers Endgame, and this is Mark 46 from the Civil War, and they are all from s.h.figuarts. So we can see here that for the War Machine, he's slightly taller than the both Iron Man. And the reason why I chose Mark 46 is because I felt that Mark 46 is actually quite bulky. So you can see that the War Machine is still bigger than he is. I mean, in terms of the thickness. So it's supposed to be this way. So I'm very happy that they actually make him slightly taller as well as he's slightly bigger. And right up next here, I will compare him with the Marvel Legends line. So this is the Captain America from the Avengers Endgame, the MCU versions. And this is the Alex Ross Iron Man classic versions as well. It's also from the Marvel 80th anniversary series. So you can see that the cap is actually against almost similar to Iron Man. He's slightly shorter than he is, which I think should be correct. I think yeah, because he's supposed to be a pretty big guy with all his bulky armor, and this classic Iron Man is almost the same height as he is, but of course, because this is the comic version, he doesn't scale well with the movie version. Okay, so right up next is, since this War Machine is from the Infinity War, so I'll compare him with the Infinity War Thanos as well as the Infinity War Hulk, and both of them are actually from the s.h.figuarts. And right up next, I'll compare him with the Mayfax line. This is the Mayfax Amazing Spider-Man from the comics, and also this is the Mayfax Iron Spider from the Infinity War as well. So you can see he looks very small, but it's okay because he's a teenager, so I think he scaled pretty well. And next, I'll compare him with the Mezco Thor from Thor Ragnarok. So you can see that Thor is slightly taller than he is, but I think Thor should be maybe half head even taller than he is, because Thor is a very big and tall guy. So I'm not sure, maybe you guys can correct me in my comments, so whether they scale very well. Actually, I feel that Thor should be slightly more bigger than he is. And lastly, I will compare him with the only War Machine that I have. This is not from the s.h.figuarts. This is actually not even from Rebel-Tech. It's actually from the Hasbro, the very long ago Hasbro version that I got. So he actually looking very good. I managed to actually cheat quite a lot of people into thinking that he's actually from s.h.figuarts, but he's actually just a Hasbro, not even a Marvel Legends. So looking very good, and he scaled pretty well, I would say. Of course, this being the newer version is slightly taller, so I think they looks pretty good together. Okay, so for the very next portion, I will actually go through how to assemble the 5 weapons onto the figure as I mentioned earlier. So this is where the instruction manual come in useful. We can see this step 2 here on how to actually put it on. So yep, I'm not sure whether it's useful, but I'll try to see. Okay, this portion here. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so it's actually removable, this piece here. I believe this part should come into here. Okay, similar go for this side here. Let's try. Okay, so it's supposed to look like this. And next is remove. I think this is also removable. Okay, this is for the extra things here. Okay, I believe it should be this portion. I don't think they actually have any left and right labeling on the weapons, so it's all about you trying to figure it out, and I can't seem to put it in. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is supposed to come off as well. Okay, seems the whole backpack can be taken off. So this is something extra, I would assume. Looks pretty weird to me. But this actually have some articulations. Can move around. And this does not, okay? Yeah, this does not. This two piece doesn't. So, and this one, I believe you should taken out this piece and just mount it on, okay? So this one you can actually see, you're supposed to put in this hole into this pack here. So it should look something like this. Okay. So again, this is very movable parts, okay, but just be very careful not to overstretch it, okay. The rest of the piece looks fine to me, except for this one, these two pieces. I'm not really sure how it should actually goes to. Looks very odd to me. And it doesn't really shows on the box whether how should the bags looks like. Yep, doesn't show at all. Okay, so you guys can actually leave me a comment and let me know if there how do you actually post this thing here. Looks, I'm sorry, these two pieces looks very odd to me. Is it something for the flight? Okay, so the last one of course is this effects, which I think it looks very good. So I believe you should go into this gun here. Yep. Oh, sorry. So it's very simple. You just slot it on. Okay, and it looks very good. And this one can actually move to the left or to the right. To the right side, to the left side. Okay, but just be very careful when you are moving it around, because I felt that the joint is pretty fragile. Yep. Okay, still looking very good actually. Okay, so the final verdict for this guy, I think I will be giving him a very high score, because this is nevertheless the very first s.h.figuarts war machine that I have. So I'm very happy that I've gotten this version, because he's looking very good. So I'm giving him a 9.5 out of 10. And why is it not a perfect 10? Because I think he's perfect in any way, in terms of the sculpts, all the articulations, as well as the scale. I think he's pretty much there. And the only thing missing is the Armas head of Rhodey. I really hope that they actually give us a decent one. But okay, maybe it's too much to ask for, because he already does comes with a lot of armors and weapons to interchange. And I just noticed that the 5 pieces here that they give to put on is actually, you can actually take it off as well. So I think it's pretty cool. It's just like, you know, whatever you put in you can take off, you know. So he's looking very good. You can see a lot of pictures that posted by other collectors. He looks very badass. Okay, so the only thing missing is the Armas head, and also maybe it's too much to ask for. I do hope they comes with a light on version, but so far I think s.h.figuarts have not given us any. I'm not sure about other line, but in terms of Marvel, they haven't given us anything that can light up, so I don't think it will ever happens. Yep, so this is very good. So if you guys are like me, you don't have any war machine, I think you should really go for this one. I think the Mark III is, the price is going pretty much higher than this guy, if I'm not mistaken. Even for Mark 1 itself, the price is like so crazy. So just get this version, the Mark 4 is looking very good. Okay, so I hope you like this review. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Leave me a comment if you have any further questions, and also subscribe to my channel if you like my content so far. Have about 140 over videos by now. I hope you stick around and check out my other video as well. And until then, I'll see you soon. Bye.